Hey you guys, it's your girl AJ and I'm back for another video. So today I'm going to be doing a general reading for the energies playing out for this Mercury retrograde. And I normally will do it when I feel like there's a big energy shift happening or a big kind of lesson that is being kind of spoken to for the collective. But this is also the last Mercury retrograde of this year, so I just felt like it was fitting for me to do this reading. So before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I do offer private reading, personal readings. On my website, the link is in my bio. You can actually book your personal readings. If you don't live in my state or if you're not able to meet with me, we can do video Skype. I also am going to be offering yearly readings for 2020. So basically, I would do a breakdown of each individual month, the overall energy of the year, your love and relationship sector, and any questions that you may have directly. That will be offered on my website as well. Those are pre-recorded videos so that you can watch them again later throughout the year and be able to get the information that you need from them. So they're really great gifts for the holiday season to purchase someone a year reading for 2020, and those are going for $65. So go ahead and check that out, and I'm going to jump into the reading. Let me just get some of this. Okay, let me put some frankincense on the coal here. You can't really see my little baby cauldron. All right, so let's get started. Ancestor, spirit guides, angels, please give us guided wisdom, general information for the collective consciousness about what we need to pay attention to, learn, listen to during this Mercury retrograde season. How can we best utilize this energy and tap into our fullest potential so that we can learn these lessons and not have to repeat them again, because y'all already know I'm not trying to do this again. What are the messages of hope, of guidance, of understanding, warnings that we need to be wary of, things to keep in mind during this holiday season, during this retrograde period? How we can best utilize this energy to manifest and call things in that we want to see. I just ask that the universe provide a clear channel and understanding, and that all the messages that come through resonate with the people who are watching, that the people who watch this video will be getting the exact message that they need to hear, that there will be confirmation throughout the video that the message is for them, and they'll take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, thank you so much, Ancestor Spirit Guides. Huh, well, immediately. Amazing. All right, so let us get started. So immediately, I'm seeing here a lot of people are trying to come out of a place of being overly concerned and worried about situations, things, what's happening in their life. This energy, this Nine of Swords reverse here is like, I don't want to be thinking about, I don't want to be stressing out about any more shit. There is still this element here of crying over spilled milk, this Five of Cups. Like, although you don't want to be thinking about it, you don't want it to be heavy on your mind, you don't want to be mulling it over in the middle of the night, it is still bothering you, it is still irking you, it's still in the back of your mind as something that is like, well, I can't believe that happened, or I can't believe I lost all these cups. And in this deck here, this picture is just kind of like a bunch of different cups, but I think in the original Rider-Waite deck, there is 2 cups that aren't spilled. And instead of focusing on that, people are maybe focusing on what has gone wrong. I definitely feel like there's this huge energy of like, people need to relax. Chill the fuck out. Don't go ham doing anything unnecessary. Don't overspend and overindulge trying to avoid the pain and the hurt that you're experiencing. Like, if you think that the best way for you to not be upset about whatever is to like go out and do all these things or spend a lot of money or solely just be focusing on your money, like, that's not the way. Like, chill, be introspective during this time. Take this time to really look at what you're feeling, why it's hurting, why it's irritating, why it's so confusing, you know, why you want to release it. Like, take this time. That's what we're having right now, because Mercury retrograde is about slowing down, slowing energies down, taking in what's going on around us, you know, paying attention. And there's a reason why this hurts, so let it hurt. Also, yeah, I think that there's a part of this that's like, it's good for you to come out of this headspace of concern about like why it didn't work out, or why it's not going, or why you're not getting the attention, or why you're not getting some aspect or some form of it. But right now you really need to be very conservative with the amount of energy that you are putting in and investing in certain things that you have no control over. With this Star card here, though, I do feel like there is a lot of hope on the horizon, and there's a lot of beautiful things that are transitioning out. So we also have the Tower card here, and the Tower card comes, the Star cards comes after the Tower card in the traditional tarot. And for me, it kind of feels like a lot of people still have hope that things are going to get better, and there is a lot of hope for things to move forward and for conflicts to be resolved. But there is like this self-deception that is happening. It's like coming out of deceiving yourself about the reality of the situation. Like, okay, like, yeah, actually, I am hurt about that thing. Yeah, actually, I am butthurt about how that person treated me, or the fact that that person left, or I am irritated by the fact that, you know what I mean, I'm not getting where I want to be in my career, or yeah, this does hurt me, or I am feeling really depressed and down right now in this holiday season because I'm missing, you know, family members that have passed on, or like, you know, all this like avoided energy is like, you got to clear that shit. Like, you have to be honest about what's happening to you. You know, don't let it consume you, obviously, but it's time to stop fighting the energetic wave. It's like, this is the last lesson of this season, of this period of time in our lives, where we get to close out of our lives, where we get to close out this year, finally learning the lessons that kept repeating themselves over and over this year. Toxic relationships, toxic behaviors and patterns and addictions, overindulgence in certain things. All these things that just kept cycling over and over again, especially coming back during the Mercury retrograde period of time. Let's finish this strong. Let's finish this end part of the year strong, so that we don't have to take any of this hurt feelings, any of this insecurity, any of this misunderstandings, confusions, whatever, incomplete energy into 2020, because it's going to be a huge shift for a lot of people. And there's going to be a sudden and rapid change. As soon as you decide to let your guard down and be honest and vulnerable about how you've been feeling, and stop deceiving yourself about what it is that you feel like, oh, I don't care about that thing. Like, no, you do care about it. it did hurt you. And you need time to heal. And you do still have hope that things are going to get better. That's the point. But like, if you think you could just skip past the hurt feelings and skip past really acknowledging what happened in that situation and like, wow, I really did get played, or wow, that really did affect me more than I feel like, or wow, that person really did trigger me, or wow, that was true what they said about me. You know what I mean? Or it's true that this person isn't what I thought that they were, or this situation isn't what I thought it was going to be, or, you know, my career is changing and I was really hoping that it wasn't going to change. You know what I mean? Or my family dynamic, I really do have to let go of these people. Like, oh fuck, like the realization of that. You know what I mean? This is not the time to avoid it. This is the time to sit with it. And know that that sitting with it and being honest with the emotional discomfort that it's bringing you actually brings you the rapid shift in growth that you need. We are destroying forms of systems or forms of thinking or you know, our governmental all this stuff. We're destroying that right now because it does not work for the whole. We're seeing that happen in our, like, the planet as a whole. We're seeing systems that no longer work being destroyed. And there has to be, before it can really come down, a realization, true last realization, like, this is not working. It's not working. This is painful. Like, I know I have to leave. I know I have to let my guard down. Or I know I have to be honest with myself right now. And I know this is gonna fucking hurt. So let me let it hurt. Let me let it hurt so I can heal. Let me not rush out and go drink and go party and go do all these things with my friends so that I can forget about how bad I'm hurting. Let me not, like, overindulge in any aspect. Let me just really look at this situation. All the coping mechanisms that I've used prior to this situation to help me go through this process, fuck all that. Fuck that. I can't do that anymore because it's never served me and it's not serving me. And I want a better life. I want a different life where I can be honest with myself, where I can be upset about shit when it upsets me, but I don't let it control me and control my decision making and control my emotional space, my head space, where it stresses me out and puts me in a low vibration, where I can feel it and go through it and come out on the other side victorious. People are definitely gonna be having a lot of tower moments. Shit's gonna suddenly shift and change rapidly. Things that you're like, oh, that's gonna be there for me, or oh, that thing is gonna, you know, like that's solid, that's sturdy. No, it's not. It's not solid. Systems and shit that is no longer working is coming crumbling to the ground very quickly. A very rapid change in energy. You know, because these two cards are right next to each other. It goes eight of wands to the tower. So it immediately shifts to, like, okay, this is completely different now. I can no longer avoid this. Like, it's coming down. Yeah, let your guard down. Let people in. Let people see who you really are. Be honest about who you are, what you need in your life, what you expect out of relationships, experiences, jobs, you know what I mean? Yeah, what you expect from your family, how you want to be treated. Let all this weird shit go, because I see that as soon as you do, as soon as you're honest about the fact that I am so sorry about the gardeners. They're gardening next door. This is probably not the best space to do this, but I'm just gonna pray that I'm loud enough over what's happening outside. Something about being 100% honest about the level of, and it feels like it's getting louder, of like, yeah, actually, I do want a healthier relationship with my family. Or, yeah, like, I am really heartbroken about this relationship ending. Or, yeah, I don't like this job and I don't want to be here anymore. Or, I really do want to move out of the country or to another state, or like, you know what I mean? The letting down all these things that you've built up, like, nope, I'm protecting myself around in this space. It's like, as soon as you're like, actually no, like, if I'm gonna be real with you, this is so funny. This gardener. It's also too, like, there's so much noise going on, so much noise happening, like, to get to the real shit of what it is that you want, like, you might have to combat some chaos, some shit around you, and as soon as you let that shit go, all those weird ass little things that you're saying, like, well, maybe, the universe is like, oh, there we go. She's ready. He's ready. He's ready for that new thing. She's ready for that new thing. She was finally honest about what the fuck it was that was actually going on with her, how she really felt, or how they really felt about a situation. Now it's going to change. They've let go now. They've let go of keeping this facade around them that they didn't really want that thing over there. Now that all the barricades and the blocks and the, you know, shit that they've been putting up is all knocked down, now we can clearly point them in that direction and push them in that direction towards giving them what it is that they want. We couldn't do that for you before. You weren't ready to listen to what it was that we were saying. You weren't ready to hear what it was that we were trying to tell you. That this situation, all this shit that you're bolstering up around you to try to make yourself seem as though you're good, when all the while you're hurt. You know what I mean? You're feeling like depleted. You know, you don't feel like you're getting the stability. Feeling like you're pinching pennies. You're feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck. You're unsatisfied in a relationship or a connection. You know what I mean? You feel like it's just that you just don't have the emotional currency that it takes to continue on with something. You know, you finally decided, like, you know what, universe, yeah, I hate this. I don't want this. I don't want to be here. I don't want to continue. I don't want to pretend like I'm cool with not being with that person. I don't want to pretend like I, you know, actually like this job. Or I don't want to have to continue to cater to people in my family who treat me like shit. You know what I mean? Like, all this stuff is like, okay, realization. Star card comes in here. Also, be good to the Aquariuses in your life, because they'll be a shining light for you. You know, no tea, no shade. I'm an Aquarius, but like, we're not gonna get into that. This energy of like, you know what? I don't want those things anymore. Those things are no longer serving me. But I have hope that there's something greater on the horizon. I have seen throughout this entire year, the entire year of 2019, that what I thought was not possible and that I couldn't have, I am now getting. I got it. You know what I mean? I thought, oh, I couldn't do that. It manifested. Oh shit, okay, things are shifting and changing, and all these like weird synchronicities and all these things are happening. Why is it that I think I can't have these last little few things before the end of the year? And the universe is telling you, you can. You can have all these things. But they come from letting down all the false facades of the fact that you don't really want it. Or, you know, like, I guess I'll just stay in this, you know, lackluster relationship or in this job, like, because I need it. Do you need it? Could you not really actually leave the situation, or are you just so comfortable in your space that you don't want to have to come outside and have a realization that there was actually always something better for you on the outside of this? You're so goddamn afraid of the tower happening when you don't even realize the building was already burning. You're at the top floor and it's on fire down below. You're like, oh, well, maybe I'll just stay. It's like, no, it's coming down anyways. You already don't want to be in this situation. We're literally taking it away from you. How about you stop acting like you don't actually want this and just accept it and be in agreement with us as we change your life? All this stuff that's happening towards the end of the year, like, look, like, people really have to get ready to let it all go. Let the universe clear your table. Let the universe take people out that no longer serve you. Be willing to lose everything to have what it is that you actually know in your heart of hearts that you truly want and that you truly desire. That version of yourself, that career, that relationship, that family dynamic, that financial situation that you've been hoping for, dreaming for, wishing for years, putting it on your vision board, trying to tell people to help you manifest, that you've been praying and crying over in the middle of the night, all that shit that you've been begging the universe for. Let that shit come through by you truly operating in vulnerability of where you are right now and the things that you know for a goddamn fact are stopping you from being able to have those things. That's what I keep hearing. It's like, you know exactly what it is. There's someone who's watching this right now who knows exactly what I'm talking about. That there are one or two things or one or two people or a scenario or something that you've allowed to play out for much longer than you needed it to play out. And now you're in a place of stagnancy and you can't figure out how to get the fuck out of the situation that you're in. And it's because you have allowed this thing to go on much further than it needed to because you didn't want to be honest about the fact that you don't want it anymore. You're so afraid of the tower falling that you don't realize that at the bottom of the tower is exactly what it is that you asked for. Oh, at the bottom of the fucking tower is exactly what it is that you asked for. Yeah, some of y'all need to get back to work. Some of y'all have been really sitting there spending too much time trying to make a decision about what it is that you want to do. Should I? Shouldn't I? Da, 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 da. Like, should I leave? Should I stay? Should I go? Yeah, you should leave. You don't have a proper balance in the situation. You know what I mean? You're so confident that you can, you know, and the reality is, whatever you're walking away from, the universe set it up so that you can walk away from it. The universe put it that way, made it that way. Everything you've been manifesting, those last little things on your vision board that didn't come true this year, all that shit. You know, there's just like not an equal give and take. You know, and there's some type of a lack of clarity. I don't know if you can see these two cards. Ace of Swords reversed and the Devil. Y'all trying to pretend like you ain't got all this toxic energy around you. Like, no, I cleared that. I cleared that. That's not me anymore. I'm not that bitch. I'm not that nigga. I ain't that motherfucker. And I'm sorry to anybody who watches my video who does not like the word nigga, but like, anyways, so you're trying to pretend like you cleared that, and the reality is that that devil is still all the while in the background. You're not really aware of your toxic behavioral patterns, are you? You're not really seeing clearly the devil in the situation. Or maybe you're actively trying to hide from it because you know that cutting out this devil means changing everything in your life. And that's terrifying. That's terrifying. What do you want? Do you want to be happy? Or do you want to be comfortable? Don't be in such a rush to have what it is that you want in your life. Don't be in such a rush to like hurry up and get the manifestation right now, right now. Because to be honest, you're not ready. You still have toxic behavioral patterns and low vibrational energy playing in the background that would ultimately fuck up that manifestation if it came and presented itself in your life. It's like you have all these tabs in the background of your life that you need to cancel and delete that are slowing you. Sorry about that, I had a phone call in the middle of this. Yeah, you're gonna come out of feeling left out in the cold. You're gonna come out of this situation. That's the beauty of this. There is a transformation that's happening. Things are turning out in a better light. But first you gotta be real. Come on. I was just talking about this shit. Look at that, ships coming in. Opportunities brewing. The ships are coming in. What you asked for is coming. But you got all these tabs in the background that you gotta delete. You gotta cancel. Because you can't expect that you're gonna be able to celebrate while you still are in this indecisive energy. Look at that, boom. Trying to make a decision about an ending. How to end the situation. And this is where we're at right now. This is the time of introspection. This is the time of really getting honest. Like, you know what? Actually, I would much rather get uncomfortable for a little bit to get to where I want to be. Like, I'm willing to get uncomfortable again. Because I'm uncomfortable right now. So at least if I'm uncomfortable, if I'm going to have to be uncomfortable, let it be in the name of getting closer to what it is that I want. If I'm gonna have to be uncomfortable and have that uncomfortable conversation with somebody who I love and I care about how I'm really feeling, that actually, like, no, I don't want to play coy. Like, I do love you. I want this connection. I want to get married. I want to be close to you. You know, I would much rather have the uncomfortable conversation and have what it is that I want than avoid it for fear of rejection, just pain, you know, of maybe not being able to maybe not getting what it is that I expected that I was going to get out of this person. I'd much rather just say it. Because at least then I know that the reason why I don't have it is not because I wasn't willing to go after it. It was because it wasn't meant for me. Drop the burdens. This doesn't have to be that complicated. It doesn't have to be that painful. Don't overextend yourself right now. That's not what this time is about. It's not about let's work ourselves into the ground endlessly so that we can, like, just keep working, just keep working. Don't pay attention to that fucking messy thing. Yeah, you're not getting this. You ain't getting this. All that's just gonna come crumbling down. You know what I mean? You're not in that vibration right now. You're not in the 10 of Pentacles right now. What you're in is some bullshit, lying to yourself and trying to pretend like you got your shit together. You're not happy. It's not stable. It's not comfortable. And, like, yeah. So let me pull from the Crystal Oracle deck, Collective Energies. What's going on, how we want to move this. All right, we have the golden healer and the carnelian crystal. So I'm going to read from the booklet here what these cards mean. Okay. Carnelian is a stone of creativity. You have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd. Your courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength and not from foolhardiness. Your family means a lot to you and you want to protect it. Your sexual drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in a past life, directed towards creativity and raising Kundalini force. Be eloquent, creative, and bold. Do not back down. Trust your intuitive perceptions. Distinction in your career lies ahead. Recognize true greatness, be a mentor, and alleviate stress. Take time to play. You are a tower of strength during sorrow. To make positive choices, stay anchored in the present. Let go of emotional ties and outdated projects holding you back. Beware of charismatic persons. The golden healer, ultimate healing. This is a magical stone imbued with powerful and transformational healing energies. Understand that the quantum world helps you understand yourself. The everyday self is bound by 5 senses and expanded by a 6th, metaphysics. But this 6th sense can be transcended to move into fields that are non-local, everywhere and nowhere at once. A field where there is no time and you create the events being observed. Allow your soul, rather than your ego, to be your guide. Recognize that you have the potential to be an amazing healer. Your natural abilities needed honing, and wounded healers are soul-scorned to develop empathy. Much in your life may need transforming. If so, surrender willingly to the process of restoring balance and reconnecting to the divine. Someone clinging to the past holds you back. Encourage them to let go. If that ain't Mercury retrograde, that last part, I don't know what the fuck is. Let's pull a romance card for love and relationships at this time. Spirits, ancestors, angels, what do we need to know about our love and relationship sector during this retrograde period? Immediate. I knew that card was going to come out before I even opened this deck. Anything else, Spirit, you want to give us? I'm going to pull 3 cards from this. Oh, that one wanted to come out. I acted like it wanted to come out. What else do we need to know about our love? Relationship sector. Yep, of course. Let's go up. Okay. All right. So we got separation, deception, and romantic feelings. Immediately, I'll say this. Retrograde periods in Mercury retrograde can mark times of divorces, breakups, and separations, even if it's just for a small period of time. Some of you guys may be going through a divorce, a breakup, or a separation. And for that, I'm truly sorry, but it probably was necessary time. There is some deception going on in this situation, and some people may have realized that they were deceiving themselves and believing that the relationship could continue forward, or that you found out that someone was deceiving you, lying to you about what they were doing behind your back. Maybe they were cheating, maybe they were involved you in a third-party situation. maybe they told you that they were going to do something and they didn't do it, and you realized that they had a mask, or there was just something that they were hiding from you. I also kind of see this too as like someone pretending as though they don't actually have romantic feelings for you. Deceiving themselves into believing that they don't actually want this connection. And they do. But they're taking this time to be apart from you because they don't know how to be honest about what they're feeling. And this is what I've been saying this entire time. Is that there is this feeling of like, oh, well, I'm just going to separate myself because that's easier than having to be honest about my feelings. That's pretty clear. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to get a reading, please go to the link in my bio and go ahead and make your appointment and booking. I also do crystal Reiki healing as well as candle workings. If you need to know what that is, I have a short consultation option on the booking as well. And don't forget about your yearly readings for 2020. They're $65 for the year. They're pre-recorded so that you can rewatch them later on in the year as you see fit. All right, you guys, be blessed, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.